हेलो फ्रेंड्स, तो आज हम फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स में फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट को पढ़ेंगे। गाइनोशियम represents the female reproductive part of flower. क्या है गाइनोशियम? गाइनोशियम represents the female reproductive part of the flower. It consists of pistil. If there is one pistil, then it is called as monocarpellary. If there is more than one pistil, it is called as multicarpellary. When there are more than one pistil are there and pistils are fused together, then it is called as syncarpus. And when they are free, it is called as apocarpus. So let me revise it once. Gynoecium represents the female reproductive part of the flower. It consists of pistil. If there is one pistil, it is called as monocarpellary. If the number of pistil is more than one, it is called as multicarpellary. In case when there is more than one pistil, if the pistils are fused together, it is called as syncarpus. And if the pistils are free, it is called as apocarpus. Pistil. Talking about the pistil. Let's see how it looks like. This is the structure of pistil. It consists of three parts. First is the stigma. Second is the style. And third is the ovary. So stigma, style and ovary together constitutes pistil. It is the part of pistil. And this is a thalamus. So this stigma serves as a landing platform for pollen grains. And style is an elongated cylinder part beneath the stigma. And the basal bulged part of pistil is ovary. Inside the ovary, is ovarian cavity known as locule, and placenta is located in the ovarian cavity. Arising from the placenta are the Megasporangium, commonly called as ovules. So inside the ovary, ये ओवरी है, ओवरी के अंदर क्या रहता है? ओवेरियन कैविटी रहता है, जिसको हम लॉक्यूल कहते हैं. एंड ओवेरियन कैविटी के अंदर क्या रहता है, प्लेसेंटा रहता है. प्लेसेंटा से क्या राइज होता है, मेगास्पोरेंजियम विच इज नोन एज ओव्यूल. The number of ovule may vary in some species like wheat, paddy, mango. The number of ovule is 1, and in many species like papaya, watermelon, orchids, it's more than 1, means many ovules are there. So let's start with the Megasporangium, that is ovule. So let's see the diagram of the typical ovule. This is a typical diagrammatic view of a typical ovule. It constitutes of ovule is a small structure attached to the placenta by means of stalk called funicle. This stalk is called as funicle. इस फ्यूनिकल से ओव्यूल अटैच रहता है प्लेसेंटा से. Funicle is a stalk-like structure which attach the ovule with the placenta. Then the body of the ovule, this is the body of the ovule, fuses with the funicle in the region called hilum. This part where the body of the ovule fuses with the funicle is called as hilum. So the ovule attach with the placenta through funicle, and the funicle fuses with the body of ovule through hilum. This hilum represents the junction between the ovule and funicle. Hilum क्या represent कर रहा है? Junction between the ovule and funicle. Each ovule has one or two protective envelope called integuments. Typically दो protective layer होते हैं, integuments. This is the outer integument and this is the inner integument. This is the protective layer. Integument encircles the nucellus except at the tip. Integument encircles the nucellus except at the tip, where a small opening called micropyle is organized. ये जो इंटीग्यूमेंट है ये कंप्लीट न्यूक्लियस को कवर करता है एक्सेप्ट एट द टिप. जहाँ पर ये लैकिंग होता है इस पार्ट को बोलते हैं माइक्रोपाइल, और जो ये एंड होता है अपोजिट टू द माइक्रोपाइल इज कॉल्ड एज माइक्रोपाइलर एंड, and opposite to the micropylar end is the chalaza, that is the basal part of the ovule. Enclosed with the integument is a mass of cell called nucellus, and this circular part, that is cell, is embryosac. This nucellus have abundant food reserve material for embryo sac. Located in the nucellus is the embryo sac. This is the embryo sac, which is also known as the female gametophyte. An ovule generally has a single embryo sac formed from a megaspore. Embryo sac formed from a megaspore. What is megasporogenesis? Megasporogenesis is the formation of megaspores from megaspore mother cell. The ovules generally differentiate a single megaspore mother cell in a micropylar region of nucleus. So it is a large cell containing a dense cytoplasm and a prominent nucleus. This megaspore mother cell undergoes meiotic division. To produce 4 megaspore. Megaspore mother cells undergoes meiotic division to produce the 4 mega. A majority of flowering plants, one of the megaspore is functional while the other 3 is degenerate. ये 4 मेगास्पोर जो बने हैं इसमें से एक फंक्शनल होगा और जो 3 मेगास्पोर्स होंगे वो डीजेनरेट हो जाएंगे. Only the functional megaspore develops into female gametophyte. That is embryosac. So let's start. Megaspore mother cell क्या हुआ? Undergoes meiotic division to produce 4 megaspore. Out of these 4 megaspores, one remains functional and 3 degenerates. And this functional megaspore develops into female gametophyte, that is embryosac. And the method of embryosac formation from a single megaspore is termed as megasporic development. जिस मेथड से ये जो फंक्शनल मेगास्पोर डेवलप्स इनटू अ embryosac is known as monosporic development. So next let's see the diagram of typical embryo sac. We are going to draw a diagram of typical mature embryo sac. So let me draw first, then I will describe it one by one. First, this end is the chalazal end, that is the basal end of the embryo sac, and this is the micropylar end. पढ़े थे ना अभी जहाँ पे इंटीग्यूमेंट्स एब्सेंट थे वो वाला एंड. ओके, at the chalazal end 3 antipodal cells develops. These are the antipodal. 3 antipodals develop, At the center is the polar nuclei. And this is the egg cell. ये पोलर न्यूक्लियाई किसका है? ये सेंट्रल सेल का न्यूक्लियाई है. And these two are the synergids. And this structure, this flower-like or leaf-like structure is the filiform apparatus. So let's revise this antipodal वाला जो end है वो chalazal end है, that is the basal part of ovule, and this is the micropylar end. At the chalazal end 3 antipodal cells develop, and at the micropylar end 2 synergids develop, and at the base of the synergids is the filiform apparatus, and this is the egg cell, and this is the central cell. This is the central cell, and these are the polar nuclei of the central cell. And this is a typical diagram of a mature embryo sac. The filiform apparatus, the function of filiform apparatus is to guide the pollen tubes into the synergids. And typical जो embryo sac होता है ना, जो typical embryo sac होता है उस at maturity, जब typical embryo sac mature हो जाता है तो it is 8 nucleate and 7 celled. 7 celled होता है, 8 nucleate होता है. Remember this is very important. So a mature embryo sac is 8 nucleate and 7 cell. So this completes the female reproductive part of the flower. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe my channel and